Hello, everyone, and welcome to the horror universe showcase. This horror universe, all of the characters in this are my creations. They're mine. I own them. And hold on. Uh, and this universe was inspired by Jen the Killing Cat. So I never actually forgot about him. I just was making characters about that are in the same universe as him. And I'm gonna showcase them all now. So, first one we got, he's a he. His name is Mayu Kia. He's 23 years old. He is a very clever and pretty smart individual. He was hiding behind the identity of Killa with one of his best friends to kill because they are insane horror movie fans. Well, only Mayu was this insane, and his friend didn't want to originally until, is it he? No, it's a she. And so she got manipulated by Mayu. Together, they killed 20 innocent people under the name Killa. Mayu acts like this, shy, kind, and pathetic person, but all of that is simply an act. And he is actually a very arrogant, very sarcastic, very dark, and very sick person that thinks of himself as a god of death. Because he became a symbol. He calls his best friend and everyone who trusts and loves him tools. He would betray his best friend in a heartbeat if it meant that he would get a victory or his best friend has no use anymore. He has access to multiple knives and guns that are the actual murder weapons that they use. Tim Batcher, she is 19, and she is one of, if not the most stupidest character I've ever made, and Mayu's best friend that was manipulated to kill people for no real reason, is a amazing horror skit creator and became famous for that. She is great at making jokes and is also very creative. Hi, Rob. She's a she. She is 17 years old. She is very stupid. She wants to destroy all chaos on the planet. She has a shirt that has wings on it, allowing her to fly. And the shirt allows her to breathe in the water and space, use telekinesis, shoot purple beams of energy, and it also grants her super strength, super speed, super resistance, and super regeneration. She also has all types of weapons that she made and knows how to do it because she is a blacksmith. She acted like nothing. One time she acted like nothing happened when she killed a petty criminal right in front of a police officer and flew away. He made she made the police officer question their own sanity. UK Gagami He's a he. He's 18 years old. He's very stylish. Is very energetic. Is hopeful. Pretty. He is pretty caring. He is also really clever and really smart. And he is also really kind. But he has a back trigger word that makes him a lot more aggressive. And that trigger word is lie. But when he gets triggered, he has beaten whoever triggered him to a bloody pulp and turns into a whole different person. He doesn't remember whatever his split personality did, but when he can, but he can ask him if he looks in at a mirror. At a mirror, he turns back to his normal self just by hearing the word lie again. Goddard Flame Mikata is she, and she's 19 years old. She would do anything to keep possession of her phone because her phone has the ability to do almost whatever she wants because she has an app. Nobody else knows about its existence, and it's corrupted her mind with power. She had the president bowing and treating her like a god. She once killed 3 kids to get her phone back. So when I say she would do anything to get her phone back, I mean it. When her whole family was threatened just to keep her in control, she didn't care and let them die. So when I say her only attachment was her phone, I meant it. Nimbo Tobias podcast. He's 20 years old. He is a barber. He's very sarcastic a lot of the time. He's very clever and smart. He puts on an act that makes him look like a normal person that loves his job, but hates his job. And the only reason why he didn't quit is because he wants to be known as a nice guy for now. Is a great martial artist. His dream is to be a musician or businessman. Is great at making others trust him more, just to betray them in the end. Also, made some inventions that have made it easier for him to get haircuts and earned him the title of the best barber in his state. Jacksina Benzine. She is 24 years old. She is a journalist. She loves drawing and writing in her free time. Would do anything to always be in the right of everything. Has a big ego. Is a lot less smarter than she says she is. But she is still very smart and very clever. She made a deal with Nimbo Tobias podcast and got a hair comb that can shoot unbreakable red puppet master strings, and it can be used in a number of ways that are creative, and she was supposed to bring $100 in as payment. But instead, she tried to kill Nimbo. But lucky for him, he was prepared for that. and teleported out of the fight with his many barber-based inventions and got away from the fight without even taking a hit. She is a master martial art expert. She takes the things that people are attached to and uses them to do whatever she wants. Larnar Cassardent. Age 20, he's a he, is the sum. What was I? Is one of the only survivors of a Killas attack. Of Killas attacks. He is a great martial artist, is really cocky, is really confident in himself, is the son of a police officer, is pretty smart and pretty clever, was close to outsmarting Killa and killing him, but ultimately failing because there were two people under the name of Killa, and he only killed one. And all of my serial killing characters are in one universe, including the survivors and killers. Yeah, I already went over that. Next, name Knight Jessica. He's an owner of a channel that covers information about all types of killers, fictional and non-fictional. Is 20 years old, is a person that has made dozens of theories about killers and has been correct 80% of the time. Is very talkative, is one of, if not the most cleverest and smartest person in his universe. Is Australian and is pretty cocky. Troll Impact is 17 years old. He's a he. He is suicidal. Is as smart as Knight Sonjeski and as clever as Knight Sonjevska, which makes him one of, if not the most cleverest and smartest person in his universe. He doesn't look down on others ever. He thinks that his extreme intelligence doesn't make him better than anyone else, and he feels inferior to everyone. He is 4'9" in height. He is very awkward. He wants to be an inventor when he grows up. His favorite food is bananas. His favorite drink is apple juice. He is also an honest person and hates liars. Calculate, accumulate. He is 39 years old. He is a he. He is a multi-billionaire because his parents died in an accident and earned all his parents' money from inheritance. Is nice, kind, and doesn't look down on anyone because he is rich and he doesn't see himself as inferior to anyone either. He is physically weak, is not the smartest person in the world, well, in his universe, and isn't the dumbest either, and powerful, and he travels far and wide to fight the killers all over his world to help others. Moose Jandes is 18 years old. She's a she. She is a businesswoman that has a business that hires people to kill famous murderers illegally and put them in a team. She is the captain of this team. She is very manipulative. She knows how to make others trust her. She treats her team she treats her team's missions as a game. And when her team dies, her first team dies, she didn't give a crap and made a new one. Griff Jandes is 38 years old. He's a he. He is Moon Jandes's older brother. Is an expert at killing criminals, so it wasn't shocking that he was the first one that joined the first team, but it was very surprising to him that his sister was the leader of an illegal team of people who specialize in killing popular murderers and supernatural killers. What surprised him the most was the fact that his sister was very manipulative. He is a master martial artist. He is a great marksman. He is very clever. He once made a deal with Nemo to buy his podcast to get himself some gloves that allowed him to control and create fire in every way and activate and deactivate claws at will. And a pair of small devil horns that enhance his physical abilities to superhuman levels. That's including super strength, super speed, super resistance, and super regeneration, and super agility. And he was supposed to pay $100,000, but he couldn't get that money, so he tried just scamming, then killing Nimble. But Nimble was ready for that and got away with his life, like always. But let Griff keep the vengeance. Rory Lake. She's 17 years old. She's a she. She is able to use her. God, is it so hard? Oh my God. Why are there so many mistakes? She is able to use her butterfly suit that she actually paid for and got it from Nimble to buy his podcast. And because he didn't scam Nimble, she didn't scam Nimble, unlike 65 of the rest of his customers, 65%. She got a butterfly bow that can actually shoot different projectiles that do different things, like teleportation or ice manipulation. And she also got a butterfly knife that mind controls anyone that gets cut with it. Instead of just helping to help stop crime, she murders criminals and popular murderers without hesitation. And when she found out about a woman that hires people to kill famous murderers illegally and put them in a team she knew that was her stepping stone to becoming a god of justice. If she survived, which she didn't, she actually was the first one dead after taking some petty criminal scums with her. With her knife. But that came to an end when she got shot in the back by another petty criminal scum who turned out to be her father. And that's why she's crying in this picture. Her butterfly suit made her superhumanly fast, superhumanly agile. It also gives her flight, and it makes her bulletproof to most guns. But luckily for Rory, her father had another gun that was made by Nimble himself to be able to shoot through metals that are 3 times stronger than the metal that Rory's suit is made with. Sick Kiddo. She is 29 years old. She is one of the most amazing photographers in her universe. She has a twin sister that is also known as a mastermind of and the embodiment of dishonesty and betrayal by everyone in her hometown. And because they looked almost the exact same, nobody trusts, nobody wants to be friends with her. And whenever something awful happens, Sick is literally always the first suspect. Even when she has alibis that say she didn't do anything, even when she has evidence that she didn't do anything, even when it's almost or just impossible for her to do the crime, she's still suspected by everyone, and she doesn't blame them, but she blames her twin sister and hates her twin sister for making everyone in her town treat her like her twin sister. She is very nice, very kind, a bit bossy, is great at making jokes. Her favorite food is shrimp and her favorite drink is Sprite. Toho Deceit. He's a he and he's 16 years old. Whenever this man Toho lies, that lie turns into reality. He only told his parents and his best friend about his ability because he found out that his best friend betrayed him. And wait, hold on, but he found out that his best friend betrayed him and told everyone in his school, and of course they brought attraction to the government and they wanted to talk to him. And before Toho was able to use his powers, his mouth was covered with tape, and they took him to a facility where they put him in a metal room that he couldn't break out of without his powers. And they would give a paper and ask him questions, and he would have to write his answer down on that piece of paper, but his powers don't work when he writes down or types down a lie. So not every single thing he writes or types down is 100% true. He is very shy, is weak physically, is pretty tall, hates his best friend for being the only reason why he is stuck in this metal room. And yeah, it looks like his regular room, but he doesn't get good food, he doesn't get to see his parents anymore, and he doesn't even get to talk anymore, for obvious reasons, but still, he will never forgive him for what he's done. Zadis Tricilian. He's a he. He's 16 years old. He's told Seat's ex-best friend. And he is the one that betrayed Toho the Seat, and he did it with a smile. When he told everyone about Toho's power, they asked why he betrayed his best friend, and Zadis answered, "I did not trust him with all that power." Remember, he could have used his powers for good purposes. And I didn't. And if I didn't do what I did, he could have done something dangerous. He is very calm, he is very clever, very smart, very confident all the time. Is a pretty good manipulator and liar. His favorite food is ham. His favorite drink is lemonade. He is a fan of manga and anime. He likes music, and his dream job is to be a music producer. Is not physically strong, and he is not a martial artist, but he is amazing in fighting games. He is not only good at fighting games, he is good in all genres, but actually isn't a fan of any type of game. How many do I have? Jesus. There, Maidson, 23. Is his age. He is a he. He is the best armor creator in his universe, which is this horror universe. He is so good that he is normally the first person people think of when they need or want a mech suit or mech armor. He is very clever and is kind of smart. He is on the run from the cops because he has been giving mech suits and mech armors to some dangerous people and psychopaths. And unless they get stopped soon, there will be dozens of superhuman thugs trying to destroy, well, everything. And he is very amazing with all types of technology, including gaming, programming, coding, designing, and more. used to be very talkative, but now that he is forever running from his problems, he is very scared and shy, and is, of course, not that talkative anymore. He never kills anyone, and that's his moral code. He has a half gray and half aqua blue beanie that can make himself completely invisible, and it matches with his hair. It is a bit weird, but his favorite food. Oh, he is a bit weird. His favorite food is chicken wings, and his favorite drink is orange Fanta soda. Okay, there's only a few more. Moonlightus Niter. She is 22 years old. She is able to transform into any weapon made by humankind and can fly if she is in her weapon form. She is a police officer, and she also betrayed the police department, and is the reason why thousands of police officers lost their lives that day of the betrayal. And she lost all their hope because nobody shows her love anymore because of her betrayal. But if she didn't betray the police department, everyone and everything that she loved or even liked would be destroyed in front of her very eyes. But of course, she wasn't allowed to say that. She had an even worse option. If she didn't betray the police department, she actually had to say that she betrayed the police department for fun and had to act like an insane person. Alright, Green Marchers. He is 20 years old. He's a popular skit creator. He is pretty sarcastic. He doesn't trust anyone anymore. He's 20 years old. He's a he. The reason why he doesn't trust anyone is not only was he betrayed by his parents, but also all of his close friends. He is also pretty cocky. He is actually really smart and clever. He is not a good martial artist. He isn't that strong or fast physically. He is so popular, he wears a hoodie to try and to hide his identity so he can live a normal life, a somewhat normal life. He can see dead people because of Gutter Flame Akata, or his number one fan, if you want to be technical. This made him slow down the production of his skits and focus more on his mental issues. And here is the final one. Alaya Mark is 20 years old. She is a she. She is able to tell where everyone is and has the knowledge even when she can see them with her physical eyes. When she can't, God, can I speak? Can I write? She used this power to track down people like Nimbo Tobias Podcast and Gutter Flame Akata for the police. And when people started treating Alaya like a joke, she quickly changed sides and found Moose-chan and joined her first team of people hired to kill famous murderers, and she actually got shot 15 times, all in the chest. Alright, that's gonna be it. You guys, I will see you all later. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And yeah, have a wonderful day.